NMN does go to some extent to boost NAD levels. Actually, it's really not the most efficient way to boost NAD. And this is because it completely ignores the reasons why NAD declines. So if we just go back to the factory analogy, if we have an NAD producing factory and NAD production has gone down, and that's because all the machines are broken, the pipes are leaking, you would not simply go, oh, let's just ignore this and order more raw material in and hope we get more NAD out the end, because this is exactly what NMN is. It's just a raw material that your body needs to make NAD. But what we know is that the reason why NAD declines is because it's struggling to actually recycle NAD. So if you are putting NAD into this NMN into the system, some of it will get converted into NAD. That's another area that's argued, because there's a lot of data that kind of argues whether NMN itself actually even gets into the cells. Is there the right transporters there? Does it get broken down into other things first? It's a little bit unknown still. But let's argue and say it does get into the cells, it gets made into NAD, and then actually once it's been used once, it gets broken down. And then if you don't have machines in there or recycling pathways in there that can actually deal with the breakdown products, then this gets used once and it gets chucked out. And this is where we start to see issues with methylation, because you are suddenly increasing NAD in the cells, but you're not activating NAD recycling, which is the main reason NAD has gone down. So you start to get a buildup of nicotinamide, and then the nicotinamide has nowhere to go. So the body goes, give me some methyl groups to stick on this nicotinamide to signal it to get excreted, and then you get methyl donor depletion. And that is why you need to take TMG, which we discussed earlier. So this is kind of like you're taking one supplement to try and fix one thing, but because you're ignoring the reason why that thing is declining in the first place, you're then causing another knock-on problem, which you're then having to take another supplement to fix. And actually, methyl donor depletion is actually quite serious, because methyl donors, the methyl groups are very important for a lot of other things like DNA repair, epigenetic regulation, and you certainly don't want to be wasting your methyl groups on dealing with stuff like this. And again, this isn't just a theory. In some of the clinical studies done with just using precursors and not addressing any of the other causes of NAD decline, what you see is that as you increase the dose of these precursors, that NAD does go up, but then it plateaus. Then it doesn't matter how much you increase the dose of the precursors, NAD just stays level. And what you do see is a huge increase, and it keeps going up, of something called methyl nicotinamide, and that is that excreted product, because your cells are frantically trying to get rid of this excess precursor from inside.
Fantastic. That's really helped me understand that better.